M0FXB, welcome back to the channel. So Tidradio, you've seen these before. They're 6-band radios. They have Bluetooth programming using the ODMASTER app, and they're really good. So I wanted a yellow one. So they've sent me this. It literally came in about 5 days. I did pay for it. It's not free. So I'll just quickly get everything out of the box. A very basic box on this. Quite good instructions. They're a very nice little radio. I really believe that. They're just chunky, 6-band radio, color screen, 2 PTTs, function button there, you've got twin cable there, like a Bowfin cable, and you've got USB-C, and sometimes the USB-C will actually work for firmware. It tends to vary with different models. SMA for your antenna. Usual. So let's just a very nice little charger, actually, a belt clip. Everything is always well packaged. They do tend to make sure that they are well packaged, and I do like the charger. It's fed with a USB-C that's supplied. Not sure if that's a data cable, and then you've got your wrist strap manual. But look, it's USB-C as well, so you can. I like the way it just, you just drop it in there, and that looks really nice on the desk, that does, if you ask me. And we'll just pop the antenna on there and turn it on. It's a very bright screen, the latest firmware ending in 30, and I'm using the ham mode at the moment. Provides a dimmer as well, and you've got, at first you're not used to this display, but you'll get used to it once I just flick the, to show you the manual. Is a color manual, and they show you the app. And the app actually works via Bluetooth, and it works on your computer, including Bluetooth, as well as your Android and iOS phone. It works better with, I would say, with Android phones. I'll get the belt clip on there, a couple of screws that come, and you just screw it here. Look, and look at that nice stand. I just really, and you get a little light there to show what it's up to. Okay, I'm not going to put the hand strap because it does tend to get in the way, to be honest, so I'm going to leave it off. Now, first thing you do, turn it on. The first thing I recommend you do is actually get the screen to stop turning off every 2 seconds. So just go, this is the blue button, is also the menu button, but it's also the Bluetooth button. So what they've done with this device, because it's quite small, they've gone for a lot of multiple uses on certain buttons. So let's just take this screen protector off. Put that on the manual there. Now it's sticking to my hand. Go menu, and then we're just going to go into the menu. You start to go into the menu here at the bottom section, and there's a 0, there's a number there. We'll start to go up through the numbers. So bandwidth, squelch, let's go menu, and then lower that to about 3. Hit menu to accept. Confirm. And we'll keep going back into menu, and we'll go up. Power, I'll just put it on low at the moment. So you hit the blue, go to low, accept. Now it's a 5-watt radio. And then as you cycle up, you go through the numbers, and we're looking for, and we'll notice things as we go. Look, you've got 2.5 step. That's 2.5 kilohertz gap between channels. Backlight, we'll go menu. I'm not sure how many you'll get on this one. Let's have a look. Yeah, continuous, that's perfect. Then press menu. So that means it will stay on all the time. And we'll keep going up. Beep, I like the beeps. Vox, timeout, you want that to be longer. That's how long you can speak. So we'll go menu. And of course there is software for this, but today we're just going to be looking at, just using the radio. So 210 seconds. Or you can actually turn it off, and then it's permanent. We'll keep going up. We're not going to do that. RX DCS. Transmit CT/CSS, so if you were going to put a repeater in, you would use that. TX CT/CSS, you would go menu, and then you would say turn it on to say 77 Hertz, menu. If you're not familiar with CT/CSS, repeaters use CT/CSS, and you can't open and access the repeater unless you set your CT/CSS. So it is quite important that you learn how that works. And if you go onto the repeater keeper's website, he will be able to have all that information on his website. And there is a timeout on the menu, but when you press menu, it will take you straight back to where you were. So number 13. Voice on, that's what we can hear. There's lots to look up. I'm going to look at the basics. FM dual watch, so you'll hear A and the B band at the same time. Not the same time. You will monitor at the same time. You'll hear one at a time. Because there's only one VFO in here. So what's the VFO? It's basically a radio. Let's call it a radio. Yeah. Some radios have two VFOs, and you can hear two things at the same time. But this one hasn't. It's a budget radio. Always remember that this is the budget radio. But look what you get. You know, quite a chunky battery on this thing. You know, if you pull that down, you've got your USB-C charging. Pull it towards you. And then look at that. That is heavy. And it says here 2,000. Call my eyes. Is it 2,500? I'm sorry about this, but my eyes are just terrible. It's 2,000 milliamp hour, I believe. But I'll get my glasses out, then I'll know.
Welcome.
And it just pops back in. Anyway, back to the menus. So, menu. And we went to, where were we? We were about 20, weren't we? I took the battery out, so it lost its memory. Okay. Scrolling through. Direction, that's like your minus or plus. If you go like so and go minus or plus. Repeaters do that because they transmit and receive on different frequencies. Your offset, so when you do a minus or a plus, it needs to know how much. So for 2 meter repeaters, you would go 0, 0, pretty sure it'd be then 600. As a 600 shift. So when it keys, it'll shift that much. And then keep going. Memory channels, you can add memories. We're going to do separate videos loading memories. It will search CTCSS. So if you're near a repeater and you're not sure what the CTCSS is, it will find that. Roger beep, that's your tone burst, your brightness, which is actually a new feature. Hopping, apparently, I'm going to try this in a separate video. Put them both on the same channel. Turn on hopping. When you transmit, the frequency changes, but yeah, and you can reset everything there. And there's my version firmware, which is ENS 530. So the basics are, when you're in, if we press this one here, hold it.
Channel mode.
Just press it. It says channel mode. That's memories. We haven't added any memories yet. There's memories in here by default. So you can just go 01. Looks like you've got to do 20. So 001 takes us to memory number 1. If you press VM,
Channel mode.
you go to chat, you go to frequency mode. Now we can type a frequency. So we go 4, 3, 4, 5, 5, 0. And now if there's, activity on that frequency, we're going to hear it. For airband, you would go, and it's on FM at the moment by default. You go 1, 3, 3, 8, 5, 0. I noticed that that's showing, it didn't let me do that. Let's just try it on the B band a minute. Press this one here. See, it says AB. We're on the B band, and that's showing an airband frequency. So let's go 1, 3, 3, 8, 5, 0. That's interesting that it won't go to 133 because it was the other day. Now there is a way of unlocking this thing. You turn it off, hold down the PTT, hold down the star and turn on. And then I think that the unlocked one is number 3. So we'll go 3. It gives you a warning. You go yes.
Welcome.
Let's try it now. 1, 3, 3, 8, 5, 0. Interesting. I'll keep looking because this is advertised as an airband radio. If I look at my other one, I'm going to go 1. Let's go into VFO mode. I'm not sure why I'm not able to get it at the moment, but I'm failing badly. AB. Okay. I must have when I reset it and put new firmware in, I changed one of the settings. So if you go menu, go down to 49, so we go 049, let's go down, there it is, 48, go menu, then go up, on, menu, and now we've turned on airband. Okay, and then we'll back out. Now we'll go 133850, and it's in there, and that's it. And that's not airband you're hearing, that's on the A band. That's my hubnet node. And this radio sounds really good. It doesn't sound like a small speaker radio. It sounds really good. Honestly, I'm completely impressed by the whole way it feels. What would be nice is if, see these numbers 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I believe is power. Yeah, when you key it goes up to power. That would be nice if you could make that show as a signal meter. Now I know that certain firmwares are being made to enable this. So let's just put my local repeater in. We'll go 1, we're in VFO mode, it says VFO on the screen. 4, 5, 600, that's my local repeater. Now we want to set the shift, remember, so if we go menu, then go down, and what I would do is write down the main menu numbers. So we've got the shift, direction, and the tone is menu 13. So we want to go menu, go up and down, go up to 94.8, and then menu, we've set that. Then we'll keep going through the menus. We're looking for, keep going until we see it, direction, which is 23. So it's a minus shift we need with that. So we go menu, and we go to minus, then press the blue button. We've set the shift. So if we back out now, you'll see M0FXB that the shift, the frequency changed from 600 to all the zeros. So we've got that. We've got the tone. I know we already set it earlier was the shift amount, and that's important. So we go. I'm going to show you it again. There are the offset. You go menu, and then you would go 000 or 006, then all the noughts, and that was the right amount. If it was a 70 centimeter repeater, so 430 megs, for example, it tends to be 7.600. So we've actually set everything now to use a repeater just from the VFO. But what if we want to save it to the memory? Then we're going to press menu, blue button, go one more to 25, and look, we've got memory. Now if we hit memory now, the blue button now, we can actually set that to as a memory channel on number 1. So we go menu again, down, up, menu. You can go up and down with the numbers, choose the one. We're going to choose number 1, we don't have to, and then we're going to go menu again, and that should be set. So now if we go to memory mode by pressing VM here, look, that's VFO. We can still change frequency when we're in VFO. But in memory mode, number 1 has now got a repeater saved. And to name it, if we stay in memory mode, then go menu, go down to, let's have a look now, 19, it says MDFA, go menu, press menu again, and then we want to show name, we go menu, like so. It's now, if it's got a name, it will show a name. We'll back out. It's not showing a name because we haven't added one yet. And I feel like we need to use the software to actually add the name. That's the way you can display it. So to turn on the broadcast radio, you can just go menu, the blue button, then 8. It's nice and loud. Menu and 8 comes out. I've noticed that you can set this shortcut button to be several things, and one of them is broadcast radio.
The film, because that's real life and the real skis.
So that's quite handy. Right, the other thing is this frequency hopping thing. So we'll go menu, 34. Okay, then menu. turn it on, menu. So it's on, we're going to exit, we're going to go in VFO mode. Hold it down, they are VFO mode. 1, 4, 5. We'll just do all the zeros for a minute. So I'm not really sure how this works. You can see my frequency sort of thing there in the background. Let's just try it. 1, 2, test, test, test. 1, 2, test, test, test. So I don't see how that really works myself. But the idea is it's changing frequency or something. It's frequency hopping. 1, 2, 1, 2, test, test. It actually sounded a bit digital, didn't it? Let's just do that again. And I need to do some more learning on this. Mike 0, Fox X-Ray Bravo, M0 FXB. Well, you can see all the M0 FXB test test. You can see all the spikes anyway. Someone let me know what they think. Let's do it again. M0 FXB test test. M0 FXB test test. One, two, test test. It's got the little tail still there. I don't know what to think. M0 FXB test test test. M0 FXB test. I mean, you're seeing all the fundamentals there. Maybe I should test on a different frequency because that might be the input. So, but it was only a very, very quick test. Thanks for watching. Lots more to learn about this, but it's a fun radio. Remember, we've got the brightest torch I've ever seen on one of these little handhelds. I think it's a no-brainer. 100 million % get one, yeah? And the fact that there's all this software out there and firmware hacking, and someone's even hacked it to do USB mode, upper sideband, and loads more to follow. Bye for now, 7-3.